Hello, hello, hello again. Been a while since I've recorded. I know this is the middle of the week right now. It's Wednesday when this is being uploaded, but it's been quite a while since I've recorded it. The last Bloons session I recorded was last Sunday, and it is currently Saturday right now, so it's been almost a full week since I've done this. You might notice some changes here. I think an event started a couple of days ago, so now we've got this going on. Just your typical collection event, nothing too special going on here. I do have a little bit of progress because I've been doing, monkey teams, golden balloons, the challenges, and all of that stuff. So I've got some trophies already collected. I've got a little bit more money than I had last time. I think I had about 1,500 or 2,000, and now I have almost 5,000. So I've definitely gotten a little bit more money since last time. We are still rocking Geraldo for now, until we, unlock Corvus. And that's really about it. I don't want to open the chest right now because I'm going to record that as a separate video after I'm done with this session. But let's go ahead and just start today. We are still working on 1-2 tree, and it looks like we're probably going to spend the rest of the videos for this week just doing this. Let's go ahead and get started and try our best to get through all of these. So hopefully, assuming we do get through all of these, we go ahead and unlock Corvus for the next map, and we should be in the clear in terms of, using heroes to our discretion. So yeah, it's been about a week. I think I've learned a couple of things about playing Geraldo. Not too much. I think I'm still going to play him pretty much the exact same way that I have been playing him on camera. But I think I've learned a few things. I've learned that you kind of have to change up your playstyle completely when you're playing him. You can't really play him while also maintaining a normal strategy, let's say. Let's say you go for, like, I don't know, Ninja Alchemist, you do Top Path Ninja, and then once you get that going, you do, like, a Beast Handler, you get that going afterwards. Something like that, you know what I mean? Geraldo kind of necessitates that you spend a lot of money on his stuff, to say the least. So you kind of have to, from the jump, go ahead and buy these, buy the pickles. If you can afford it, go ahead and buy the action figure. That's probably not going to happen this game, but you know what I mean. And basically reserve a good amount of money just for him. And if you don't, then he's going to be useless. You're going to be down a hero when you could be using his idol to get stuff off the track. You could be using, like I said, his shooty turrets or his action figure for extra money, stuff like that. I feel like that seems kind of obvious when you say it out loud, but playing other challenges, like daily challenges with other heroes, like there was one with Gwen this week, and there was one with Quincy, I think. And for both of them, I use basically only Quincy and only Gwen, with maybe one other support tower. They were just able to handle it by themselves. I didn't have to do any micro, I didn't have to do much in terms of using abilities or anything like that. But obviously, with Geraldo, I have to stay active, use his shop all the time. All the time. If you slack on the shop even a little bit, you're going to start to lose pretty quickly. And you have to do that while also still maintaining the rest of your towers, which is the thing about Geraldo. So you kind of have to reform, like, what towers you use, how you think about what towers, so on and so forth. It's pretty crazy. I'm honestly not like super fond of it. Like I've said many times, I can't wait until we just, you know, start using other heroes. If I could use Brickle on this map, I would. If I could use Sada on this map, that'd be great. But we're just not doing that. But yeah, we just kind of have to rely on him for a while, because most of our money is going to go into these turrets for a while. We are starting to get a good chunk of change just left over because, you know, we're earning more money than we're spending. But that early game, pretty much all the money is just reserved for Geraldo exclusively. Which, yeah, it's just a bit different than how you usually play the game. So what do we need to worry about now? Geraldo also kind of necessitates that you know, reach certain checkpoints in the game, so to speak. Like, we would have had to use his camo detection for round 24 because we don't have much else that can detect camo. I know we have a spike factory, but sometimes I just kind of forget to play something down, so you have to be vigilant and use a camo potion at that time. You've got to get lead going for some other tower at some point. Hence why we have a glue gunner up here. The mobs should typically not be too much of a problem, because by that point you can invest some money into something like a spike factory or something else. For this game, I think I want to do... Let's try just using a bomb tower. We can put this like right there at the beginning. That should take care of most mobs until we get to like, I don't know, like round 70 or something like that. Spike Factory should be just fine for cleanup. And Geraldo, the glue gunner, should be taking care of any other Bloons that come out. That should be just fine. So yeah, my kind of, or my recorded content, the challenges and all of that stuff has been kind of neurotic. You'll see that right now, because every round I just check back on Geraldo. Is there any new items in the shop? Is Jerry's fire expired on these towers? Do I need to buy a new spike trap? Do I need to get camo for anything? Blah 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 blah. It's just every round you gotta keep on top of everything. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. The camos, huh? Okay, we're good. Yeah, the Spike Factory should be able to clean up most camos by itself. I'll probably get a village or something for the glue gunner, or we could use Geraldo. The thing about Geraldo's camo potion, though, is that I've learned it doesn't really refresh itself every 10 rounds. Sometimes you'll keep up on the camo potion, and then it'll just be out of stock, and you have to rely on something else for a while. It's kind of weird to me, because it's like, why would you have 2 of them available, and they each last 5 rounds, but you don't restock it every 5 rounds, or every 10 rounds? You know what I mean? It seems weird. I was thinking also, before we unlock Corvus, it might be good if we go ahead and invest some money into a certain monkey knowledge point in the support tree, or in the hero tree, not the support tree, sorry. In the hero tree. So if we spend, I think it's 750 or maybe 1,000, we would get all heroes starting off at level 3 for every game. Oh, hold on. See, stuff like that will happen if I'm not careful. I meant to just use a camo potion on Geraldo so we could cover those. It's clearly the Spike Factory is not strong enough at that point to take care of that many ceramics. I was just kind of too slow on the draw there. We'll try that again, and we'll try to be a bit more vigilant. Anyways, I was thinking we could maybe invest into that hero skill point so that we start off every game that we use Geraldo with, basically with an action figure right away. So we can start saving up money, use that, later in the game. But obviously we would be cutting into our income, so we would have to earn that 750 from somewhere else to replenish it at some point. But then again, we would have that monkey knowledge point applied to every multiplayer game. So if somebody doesn't have that monkey knowledge point, they would get their hero up to level 3 as well. So I'm kind of back and forth on it. We don't have a monkey knowledge point to spend at the moment. So it's kind of like between whether or not we get enough money to unlock Corvus first, or we get the monkey knowledge point first. I'm thinking we're going to get the monkey knowledge point first, but, let's find out. Let's go ahead and wait and find out. But yeah, that's kind of on my mind right now, because it does kind of annoy me having to sacrifice some lives in order to save up money to get the action figure, or just not being able to buy it at all. So yeah, that's been on my mind for a bit now. So we should be able to set up this game the same way we just did. Except, by the time we get to, I think it was like round 45 or something like that, 48, we can go ahead and just get a invisibility potion and put it on Geraldo, and he should be able to take care of that round himself. It's just dumb stuff like that that gets me. Because for some reason I tend to lose my focus every time I need it most, and I just lose because I'm not paying attention for like 2 seconds. It's so annoying. Just don't like it. Don't get me wrong, in a multiplayer game, I do think Geraldo is quite good, because you can just use him by himself, basically, and support the other towers pretty easily. But in a game like this, I'd rather just use somebody like Gwen, or like literally anybody else. Etienne, I, whoever. Ugh. Let's see what we want to do here. Want to get this guy back up to a Mob, Mauler. We're going to want to upgrade this guy eventually. Oh, actually, right. No, I was going to say right now for leads, but we have the bomb tower now, so that's not a problem. We're going to want to get the Spike Factory upgraded to deal with camos until we can use Geraldo exclusively. I just don't want to waste all of his invisibility potions and be out of stock at the wrong time, you know what I mean? Should be safe for now, but again, once we get to the ground 48, we should at least keep one of these in stock. Alright. We're in a good spot now. We're basically where we were when we lost. I think we maybe had like 1 or 2 more upgrades than this. I'm thinking we could maybe keep this strategy for most of the rest of the games. Oh, camos. There we go. There they are. Alright. Obviously, Magic Monkeys is going to be a little different. Half Cash, I think, is also going to be a little different, because we can't just buy Geraldo at the beginning of a game. Impoppable should be okay. We should be able to keep something like this going. Chimps, I'm thinking, also will be okay, because there's not much that we're doing that is restricted by chimps. We get the free glue gunner at the beginning, but we can just save up some money to buy it, you know, at the beginning of the game. That shouldn't really be an issue. And other than that, I mean, alternate Bloons should be okay if we didn't already beat alternate Bloons. I can't remember if we did or not. Yeah, we should be okay to keep something like this going for the next few games. Now, thinking this is the perfect time to go ahead and get a village. Get some camo detection going. Now we don't even have to rely on Geraldo for that, or the Spike Factory. That'll be alright. And yeah, we can just go through the motions for the rest of the game. We can get the bunnies, that'll help out a lot. Keep getting Jerry's fire. Keep putting these blade traps down whenever we need them. And that's basically it. We're basically good for the rest of the game now. Not a lot else to be done. probably should have been buying these bunnies as much as I can. Kind of forgot about them. Alright, so what's going on now? Just need one more bunny to get that going. Like it is in stock now, so we can just save up some money. And after that, we should be good to save up most of our money for Tier 4 Spike Factory. Should put us pretty much over that hump for the rest of the game. I mean, we don't have too much of it left, but you know what I mean. Alright, yeah, we're good to go. I'm starting to wonder, again, if they're going to add a new hero anytime soon. I think I've talked about this before. It seems like it's been a while since they've added Corvus, or Rosalia. Yeah, Rosalia, I should say. That was the most recent one. I feel like it's been a while since they've added her now. So I'm thinking they might add another one soon. Especially now that they just added the Gunslinger, or the Desperado. I wouldn't imagine they add another monkey so soon after that one. So I'm thinking they're gonna probably release some new maps pretty soon. Eventually, a new hero as well. And I'm starting to wonder what kind of hero it would be. I can't imagine there'd be any more micro than there already is. I wonder if maybe it'll come with like 4 abilities, or maybe even 5 or something like that. Or maybe they'll change the way that heroes work. They'll add like 10 levels to the max level, so you can get up to level 30. So, you know, somebody like Azili would even get even more overpowered than she already is, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe they're just done. Maybe they're just going to call it quits and say, we're done. That's all the heroes. We're not going to get any more. I don't know. Alright, I guess that's it. We're starting to see these items become upgraded. That's cool, but we're not using most of them. We don't have any blade traps in stock. Jerry's fire hasn't been upgraded yet, so we're not making use of that. The shooty turrets for sure we are making use of. And I can't remember if the pickles get upgraded at some point, but we are making use of those. Visibility potion, the sharpening stone, we don't need those. I guess it's the tax, we don't need those. The idol, we don't need that. So, yeah, we're totally good to go. Yeah, I do plan to keep this strategy going. I don't really see a reason why we would switch off of it. If it's working for double HP mobs, it should work for Impoppable. We'll just have to get tier 5s going. But all of these tier 5s are really good. And we can even use banana farms in Impoppable, so that shouldn't really be a problem for us. Magic monkeys, I don't really know what we're going to do for that. I haven't really figured that one out. Let's see, let's go ahead and move on. Let's see, we got half cash or ABR. Let's try to get half cash done, because half cash does tend to give us a problem. Let's try to get this done right away, ASAP. Now, of course, I do want to keep our same strategy of using a Dart Monkey and Attack Shooter. I am worried that maybe putting a Dart Monkey right there might take up where Geraldo usually would be. But then again, if he's not really there to attack with his main balloon, he's not there to attack balloons with his main attack. That's what I mean to say. So I don't know if it's really an issue if we need to move him somewhere else in the map. I think we should be okay with this. And we'll just, build up the same strategy that we always do. We'll just have to find out what we're going to do once we get Geraldo. Because we have had the issue of not being able to afford a lot of stuff in half cash. So we're going to have to figure out if we can make that work, or if we're going to have to use something else in his place. But we'll try it. I would say we can maybe use his fertilizer in some way to exploit the banana farms in this mode, but we don't unlock that until like level, I don't know, like level 9 or something like that. So that's not going to be a while, or we're not going to have that for a while.